Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. So the first thing I'm going to start off with here is on the daily charts, and then we're going to go over the smaller time frames and see what is rocking and rolling. I'm just going to, before we jump into things, I'm going to just say my bias here is bearish. I do not see anything too bullish going on these charts so far. I do think we're probably topping off and we're probably coming down here, but that's just my guess. So now let's get into what's really going on. All right, so we have a crap ton of wicks to the upside here. You had a hangman candlestick right here into resistance, and you then broke down. If you look on the hourly time frame, you literally topped right here, came up for a double top, slightly lower high, and then you had another lower high, and now you have another one. All right, we'll also show you guys that going on right there. All right, but we're going to look at the hourly time frame after we discuss the daily charts of SPY and QQQ. But as of today, guys, you have a spinning top right here, or a doji candlestick. I would call it a wide body doji candlestick. It didn't really gap up or anything, so I guess we actually can't call it a spinning top. But you have another doji candlestick over here. You did have this trend line of support going on QQQ, so you're still bouncing right on it. SPY also still bouncing on the daily chart. You still are bouncing right off of your support with that doji candlestick. So we just got indecision going on both of these. Let's see what happened on DIA, doji candlestick, IWM. That was, bearish engulfing candlestick, not looking the best right here. You did come down here and break down to the 0.786. So we're probably going to come down here, and I would assume we're probably going to break down. But yeah, we did have this head and shoulders formation going on right here, and that's actually the same thing we got on SPY and QQ, but there is also a bullish formation going on one of those as well. So we will get to that after we finish talking about this. I want to point this out. All right, we did remind you guys not too long ago that we did have this head and shoulders formation on IWM, and we had a trend line being respected here. I think it was oh no, it was over here. All right, so not even a head and shoulders. It was a trend line break. All right, we ended up breaking down over here. We literally came down and back tested. This was also an important level over here. Maybe it was going to be a break and retest. It did not. It literally lost that level, came back, retested it, and started to break down. Watch out. Trying to... What are you doing, dude? Oh. Shout out to your dogs if you got dogs. Give them good lives. They deserve good lives. They didn't ask to be your pets, but you asked for them to be your pet. There you go. Think about that. That runs deep. All right. No, it doesn't. It does not run deep. Regardless, guys, sellers are in control as of right now, and this very much so can just be like a very ugly looking head and shoulders formation we got going on here on the daily. I want to point that one out. It's just not looking the best. It's the same thing I was pointing out in yesterday's video. Things just are not looking the best. So don't get your hopes up if things do decide to drop down a bit. We also did have CPI come out hot today at 3.7 compared to the 3.6% expected CPI. We did not get that. All right, we got 3.7. That is the third month in a row now we have had a hot CPI, and that's just terrible. It's tragic going on. Yeah, guys, head and shoulders going on over here on IWM, QQQ, same look you got on the daily time frame. You have a head and shoulders formation. So I just want to say, proceed with caution if you're going long. We could be falling, but again, I don't think we're going to crash. I think we're probably listen, guys, we already fell a lot. If we get another leg down, it very much so could be just a corrective pattern, a three-way pattern, just going down. Let me just come over here and zoom out here. It's just, oh, not IWM. That's terrible. And IWM isn't the best performer. If IWM does break out, guys, it's going to be pretty sick nasty. You guys see what's going on here, all right? This thing's going to have a big break in one direction or the other. The question is, does it last for 2 years like it did over here? All right, not 2 years, all right? 1 year. You had consolidation, a straight, almost a year there. And then you come over here, and we've actually had more than a year of consolidation down here. So when is this going to end? Are we going to, do something like that? Or something like that, parabolic rise out of that resistance? I don't know, but it does look like a giant bear flag, I'm not gonna lie, but it very much so could break the upside and do something. Whenever it does, it's probably gonna do something like that, maybe come back there, and then boom, probably, or something like probably just stall out in this, and that's your new trading range. You're just gonna go flat for the next year, and then like maybe come down here, and then like boom. Oh, on the monthly chart, we're now also in a trading range. You know, IWM sucks. SPY and Q, shout out if you do trade IWM though. All right, if you're good at IWM, it's kind of crazy. I can't. And why? If you see like the RSI all the way oversold, like over here, we're calling this out, guys. You hit 30 on your daily RSI on this day right here. All right, before you revived, before it revived itself, all the indices rose massively that day. You know, all of the RSIs were almost 230, and then IWM's was at 30. Unless you see something like that, like I don't think it's even worth playing. I think SPY and QQ have much cleaner price action. And some days SPY and QQ have big days, and IWM does not. And then some days IWM is just like flat while these guys rally hard. It's like I don't even know. I don't want to play it. But yeah, guys, bearish on the daily charts. That is all I want to make very clear there. That is what I'm seeing across the board. Over here, you have this head and shoulders formation on SPY right here. This is your neckline with that touch point, that touch point, that touch point. We're just waiting for you to either strongly bounce here, and what you want to be paying attention to is a break of this high right here, 447.53. And if you can break through that, that is when you are looking for a full-blown recovery all the way up to the high over here. And if you can break up through this, which is right around 448.75, if you can break through that, that is when you're coming for a retest of 451.55. So like if you're day traders, that's all you really got to pay attention to. You put this trend line right here, these two on your chart. You literally just do something exactly like that. And then from there, all you have to do is, if it breaks up from here, you're watching for a test of this resistance up here. That's really all it is. If it breaks through this trend line, it's probably going to break this high right here, and you're doing that. And then if you're watching for a move down below, you're watching this head and shoulders formation right here. You break this orange trend line right here, boom, you're probably coming down to test that, and then you're probably going to break that and test 442.75. If you do that, you're probably coming all the way down here to 441. I don't know how things are going to go, all right, but we have been shown that this thing can fall, all right, and once it does get going, it falls pretty big, all right, and then once it rallies, it does it pretty big. You see this consolidation, boom, it broke out, big move right there, all right, see this consolidation, it broke out, big move right there. So do we have something like that loading up? I don't know, but I'm saying it's very likely we do. And I actually will point this out right now. I think this thing, hey guys, you have a head and shoulders going on right there. What do you also have? You have this like bear flag looking structure here from, let's just take everything else off. Let's just look at it, just clean, make it as clean as possible here without taking out our key levels. All right, so we got that going on. And do you guys see what I'm saying right here? You just take that, control. Wow, look at that, crystal clear. You have this big head and shoulders going on with a very upsloping neckline going on there. And then right on the bottom, you have this big bear flag going on. So I'm just saying, things don't look the best. They really do not. I think it's pretty clear that we have more bearish structure than bullish structure on the chart. I would just want to make you guys clear of that. And I want to remind myself of that because I wouldn't get too long right now. I don't think it's the move. I do not. I think we are going to decline some bit. And if we do break some certain levels, like right over here, all right, 442.75, guys, that's really the only support until you come all the way down here, 436.86. You had this pit stop right here on the hourly chart. I'll show you guys right here. But the level's really not relevant if you're looking on the daily chart. You're not even going to see it. So not too important there. We're probably coming all the way down here. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. All right. We've looked at the daily. We've looked at the hourly time frames. All right. We looked at DIA and IWM. They are also not agreeing with, well, they are agreeing with SPY and QQ that, hey, guys, structure is bearish. It is. We cannot say these charts look bullish. All right. You had that going on over here on DIA. You had that one going on over here on IWM. Just not looking the best. All right. All right. So we are going to conclude the video there. I hope everybody has a lovely rest of their day, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.